things get interesting. Antonio, how impressive was Patrick Mahomes to you?
Very impressive. And when you just look at him over the last, not this game, the last 2 games. I mean, he's thrown 8 touchdowns and ran for 1. That's a total of 9 touchdowns. You know, and when you look at what they're done, they have a slow start. They go from not playing a good game in the first, not playing a great first quarter, then all of a sudden the next 3 quarters, watch out. He's getting hot. No matter what the weather may be, no matter what's going on, he's dropping dimes on everybody. Not only that, but when you look at the touchdown run that he ran yesterday, they didn't want to tackle him.
Well, there you go.
They didn't want to tackle him.
Maybe his agent.
Might be.
They didn't want to tackle him. And it's just the point of, like, if Sorensen hit Tannehill like he did, I mean, like he did, and you know what I'm saying, the Titans did the same thing,
sure,
he wouldn't have scored. But it would have set a tone for that team also, but there's no stopping the Chiefs right now. I don't care who you put in front of them.
Even the 49ers?
Even the 49ers right now.
Really?
Really? So you think they got the big advantage over 49ers?
When you come from the quarterback, the speed on the outside, those 3 receivers, and special teams, it's something to mess with now. You got to think about that. It's not just him.
What concerns me, well, we'll talk about him talk about this a little later. Skip, he was special, and he's always been special. And I've been trying to tell you for the better part of 2 years, he's the best quarterback in football.
Not just you, the whole world.
Yeah, everybody knows that, Skip. You know he's the best. There have been a lot of quarterbacks that can spin the ball from a level plane in the pocket. But now remember, he threw this ball over 50 yards to Sammy Watkins on the move. There are very few guys that can throw the ball that far, can throw the ball with that kind of accuracy. You see one of his first completions where he's rolling to his right and he throws the ball about 25 yards and it doesn't get higher than head high and he throws this to Tyreek Hill. The throws that he can make, left, right, that's what makes Aaron Rodgers special, because Aaron Rodgers, we know he can throw the ball from the pocket. But his ability to throw the ball outside of the pocket and throw it with accuracy and can throw the ball over your head. Well, Patrick Mahomes is that. And I said this before, Aaron Rodgers is the greatest thrower of the football that I've ever seen, and I was in the era with Dan Marino. When it's all said and done, it's going to be hard for someone to say Patrick Mahomes is not the greatest thrower of the football that we've ever seen, because of what he can do. And now you factor in his legs, because this is not what, look, we has some athleticism, Skip, but he's been that leading rusher the last 2 games, over 50 yards both times, and huge. 4 first downs last game, 4 first downs this time. So now this is something teams moving forward is going to have to factor in. As with Brady, I'm not worried about Brady. I was never worried about Peyton. I was never worried about Eli going anywhere. The Statue of Liberty has moved more than those 3 guys. And it's been there, this rightful spot for over 250 years. So, but Mahomes is on a different level, Skip. And once he get going, the thing that's why they keep getting off to these slow starts, they drop everything. I'm like, dude, just catch the ball. It's not... But what you're dealing with is that Kelsey and all these guys, they're a big play. And you know this, Crow. When guys are big play, they're just trying to get the hand and get the head around as quick as possible to try to face you up, to try to find somewhere to go. And then I've never seen a guy score or get a completion without catching the ball. So that's the most important thing. But that was a virtuoso. Yeah, that was a virtuoso.
You got to think about it. The touchdown that didn't even count. The one he threw to Kelsey in the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
You see that throw? Did you see that throw? I mean, it was just like...
He was out of bounds.
It
was out of bounds.
We could have...
It was just a
He was
flick
like
of the wrist.
3 feet out of bounds.
He got 1 foot. He got 1 foot in. He got 1 foot. He got 1 foot.
Come on, have mercy.
You didn't think that Sammy Watkins was a catch either, did you?
Which Sammy Watkins?
The one he threw to Sammy Watkins.
The 60-yarder?
No. The one he had the challenge on the sideline that Andy ended up having the challenge.
He scraped his right.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you.
Get no credit, Skip. Come on.
I would like to talk about what was not special about that game yesterday, and that was Tennessee's game plans on both offense and defense, because I've never seen dumber co-game plans in any playoff game I have had to stomach and watch for 4 long quarters, because he gave me 10 points in this game. I lost by 11 because Tennessee decided not to go for 2 when they scored to cut it to 35-24. They could have gone for 2 there, but no, they didn't. So you escaped by 1 point. You still owe me 37 cases.
Oh, we get it.
Wow.
Got the one.
You got to count it out.
I was dumbfounded and disgusted by whatever got into Mike Vrabel, number one, and Dean Canopies, the defensive coordinator, and Arthur Just Another Smith, the new offensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans, because they did not, to use the Texas expression, dance with who brung them. The formula by which they went to Cleveland on opening day and just destroyed the Browns 43-13, that formula that they took to New England and ended the dynasty a few weeks back in a playoff game, and then the formula they took to Baltimore and stopped the best team in football, quarterback by the best quarterback, the runaway MVP, Lamar Jackson, obviously, in football. That formula somehow didn't make it. I don't know, maybe they didn't pack it. I don't know what happened. It didn't make it to Kansas City, because the first thing that happened was they go bing, 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 4 plays, and they get it 1st and 10 down at the 16-yard line of the home team. And the home team does always start a little bit slow on both sides of the ball. And on 1st and 10, they go wildcat and just snap it to Derrick Henry, because there's no real, they're not going to fool anybody. They're just going to give it to that big moose who runs like a deer. And he rams it up the middle for 4 yards. And then what happened? I'm waiting for 22. I need to see 22 again. And instead, the quarterback on 2nd down drops back and throws it to nobody. To nobody. I don't know. He almost threw it to the corner. I don't know what happened. And then on 3rd down, here we go again, and it's 3rd and 6. Do you think Ryan Tannehill is going to complete 3rd and 6? Because he's not very good. You have to keep the game out of his hands, in 22's hands. Derrick Henry was... He has to be the driving force, and if you just hand it to him like 5 or 6 straight times, you do what Troy Aikman said that the 49ers did to Green Bay. During the game, Troy said they have taken away Green Bay's manhood, and that was a manhood sequence right there where you had them on the psychological ropes, where you could just punish them right into the end zone, push them right into the end zone, and they're going to say, God, we can't tackle this guy. It's happening all over again.
I mean, you hate, Skip, you hate. This is not the time that we experiment to show everybody that Ryan Tannehill is a quarterback and he can throw the football.
Stop it.
We'll do that another day in time.
Okay, and then...
But you got to think about this, though. I think it was the second touchdown they scored. They went on a 9-minute drive.
Yes.
They kept the ball away.
Yes.
That was the whole objective of the game. Yeah. They keep the ball away. They got out of that. So the game plan changed.
What was your stat?
It totally changed.
Derrick Henry had 3 carries for 7 yards.
3 carries.
Yes.
Really? But in the first half, he had 16 for 62. That'll work. If you double that to 32 for 124, you got a shot.
But you control the clock.
But in order for that game plan that you wanted to see and what we've seen the previous 2 weeks, they got to have the lead. Once Mahomes scored that touchdown right before the half, Skip, you can feel the momentum totally.
Okay, I got it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so what did I start seeing at 17-7? I saw the, pardon my language, damnedest game plan I've ever seen used against Patrick Mahomes. And he was special yesterday. He was great yesterday. They start rushing 3, sometimes 4, but usually 3. And I'm saying, what do? They're spying Rashaan Evans, who's not very fast to start with. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is exactly a blazer.
He's not a blazer.
He's not a blazer.
He ran 4.8 3 years ago. He ain't running 4.8 right now.
Okay, because he looks like he's about 240 to me. But the point is, if you just rush 3 and he gets to dance around back there and find something, it's a track team. What do they call it? The Legion of Zoom. You know, it is the Legion of Zoom.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get open if you rush 3.
Sammy Watkins, your slowest receiver.
Hey, and Sammy had a big day yesterday because he was the guy who was getting the worst coverage.
That was his first touchdown since week 1 against Jacksonville when he had 3 in the game. But Skip, Dean Pease was saying, look, okay, we got a 17-7 lead. The one thing, nothing cheap, nothing deep. Well, I don't want Tyreek to get over because I know, Skip, they got 3 guys that can get over your head in the blink of an eye. Yeah. So we're gonna play soft coverage. We're gonna make you nickel and dime your way down the field. Well, if you let her get a 24-yard completion and a 15-yard completion, next thing you know, well, they there.
Just remember, Patrick Mahomes is going to win every punt, pass, and kick contest. He's going to win it. He's too good.
There's no
if
such
you let
thing
him
as nickel
stand
and
back
diming.
there and just sort of freelance,
That's
like,
what-
I think I'll try this throw.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to stop it.
Definitely.
Lightning is going to strike you again and again and again. And
You gotta
you're
make
going to be, okay.
Anytime a guy like that, I'm a firm believer, you got to make him make a decision quick. If you let him pat the ball, you're not going to beat him. You're not.
But you got to think about this. You saying if you make a guy like that make a decision quick, what he got on the outside that nobody's going to cover?
Because what they do, if you notice, they put Tyreek in the slot.
Yes.
Well, it's hard to skip. It's hard to double him from the slot, and it's hard to get a bump on him on the slot. And so he eats up that cushion. So you see how fast he went around the dude on that touchdown?
Did I?
Okay, so what do we see
right
at the end of 2007? I saw Tom Brady light up the NFL the way I'd never seen anybody light it up with Randy Moss.
Right.
And then what happened in the Super Bowl? The Giants rushed 4,
Yes.
and they got to him.
Yes.
And they kept him under wraps the whole game,
Yes.
and he made it 14-10 with 2 minutes left, but then Eli went down and made it 17-14. Okay, so what I'm saying is the only way to stop Patrick Mahomes, you have to put some heat on him.
You do, but here's the thing, Skip.
It's still scary.
But Spagnuolo knew Tom Brady isn't going anywhere. Now, you rush 4, and you mess around and let one of those in run past him, and he can step through a lane. Now, he can step up and throw it over your head, or what he's shown you yesterday, he can run and get you 10 to 20 yards.
I'm going to put quotes around run, but that's okay.
Okay, waddle.
I didn't even think twice about it. Now I'm questioning it. Jeez, he got it
He
done.
broke 3 tackles.
He stayed in.
Quote-unquote tackle.
Hey,
Come on, Skip.
they looking for him to run out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
That's what I
slide.
mean, yeah.
And he's like, nope.
Nope.
He came close.
Oh, you don't want
Nope.
to tackle him? Okay, I'll keep
Okay,
going then.
I'll just keep going.
It's the rules.
Yeah, well.
It's the rule change.
We're going to have Antonio stick around because we do need to discuss how dominant the Niners looked against Aaron Rodgers. Next.